right, good afternoon guys, actually good morning maybe, depending on what time of day you are doing this workout. So nothing's changing on the warm-up and not really anything's changing on the cool-down. So I'm going to show this to my lovely cameraman. Here's your warm-up, here's your cool-down. Know it, love it. We've done this a few times, so you guys are pretty familiar with that. This will be posted in the comments as well. So that's your warm-up and your cool-down. Now to get to the meat and potatoes of the workout. As you can see, I have some accoutrements, but you don't have to have excess thing to do these, okay? You would need a band of some fashion. You can do a lot of these without the band, but you're definitely going to get more with the band. So the first one is a biceps curl, and it doesn't matter what kind of band you have. You can do this with a regular band like this. You can do it with one with the handles. I like the handles because it's more control. And you can do single leg, which is less tension on the band, or you can do both legs, which is more tension on the band. And if I spread it even further apart, even more tension on the band. And I'm just bringing it up, curling to that halfway, and I'm bringing it back down, okay? Still that minute and 15, nothing has changed there. If you have dumbbells at home, you don't have to worry about the band. You can grab your dumbbells or whatever you have. You have a couple of jugs of juice or whatever you have lying around. We're getting creative, right? You can actually do the same thing with those jugs of juice, and we're just bringing that up for that bicep curl, all right? That's all we got going on for the first one. Now, for your second one, Spider-Man push-up, one of my favorites. Caitlin's getting a little break today because a lot of these I can actually do. So you can be a little wider set if you choose. You're gonna come down and that leg comes out, you come up. And then you do the next side. Down, leg comes out, you come up. Now if you need to modify that, you can come down and up without that leg tap, or you can come down and up on the knees, right back up, just taking that leg tap out. So my first modification is I'm here, doing my regular push-up instead of the Spider-Man tap. My second modification is I'm here, and I'm right there, all right? So that is exercise number 2 for you for today. All right, exercise number 3. I know she's looking forward to this. Let's see how well we practiced. You don't have to have a medicine ball or a weighted ball. And you don't have to do this with another person, okay? It's always fun to involve someone else. Maybe one of the kids wants to play along, but you can do this lateral shuffle without the ball completely. I added the ball because obviously it makes it a little bit harder. If you have a dumbbell, you can do this lateral shuffle with the dumbbell in hand, just being careful and back and forth by yourself. You do not have to have a partner, but ball and partner makes it more fun. So if I'm gonna be with Caitlin doing this, we're gonna go this way and we're gonna toss. Okay, and the kiddos might have fun actually playing along with you on that one. It's a 10-pound med ball. You can use whatever poundage you choose. You can also use a slam ball. So those are the bigger, more cloth-covered type. You can use that as well. Whichever works. If you have a dumbbell, you can do the shuffle with the dumbbell. Just place right in the center. Don't need a partner for that one. All right, it is a little cold out here. Now we have technically an ab exercise, but what we're doing, Caitlin's gonna grab this. No, yeah, grab, yep, all fingers, yep. So she's gonna walk out, walk out, walk out, walk out. She's gonna place tension on the band, okay? We don't want a home video workout fail, all right? So if you have someone that can do this, great. Make sure they are of decent size so they can actually grip and hold this, or you can put it around a tree, around a pole, whatever works. But we're gonna bring this in towards us, and we're gonna bring those arms out. And what we're doing is we're fighting against that rotation. We're not letting our body rotate. We have to stabilize our core, our obliques mainly, but also our abdominal muscles here to make this happen and to keep this out here. So we're gonna do this that minute 15, okay? Because it's hard, but it could be harder, right? And then Caitlin would switch sides, so she'd come over to this side. I would be here. Watch out. All right, same thing here. I'm holding this out. Now, if you want to take this up a notch, 2 things. You can either choose a thicker band, or you can bring it in and you can bring it out. Okay, just make sure you're not rotating, not letting your body rotating. You're keeping that tension on the entire time. Everything is coming out and in if you're pulsating that. All right, so that is that 4th one for you. 5th one, we have a band of good morning. So I have a couple of different bands here. What you use is your choice, and you can dumbbell weight this. So I'm going to show you how to do both. Here we go. And I want my feet about that hip width apart. They really don't need to be outside of my hips. I'm just creating that nice firm foundation. If you're familiar with kettlebells, and I know you guys have had a lot of coaching on that hinge, getting that hinge down, a good morning is very much like a kettlebell swing in that way, in that we're focusing on the hip hinge. So as you come down, the bend in your knee is not really going to change. What actually helps to get you down is you are hinging, that butt is coming back and you are hinging backwards. So if I have a band, just for my ease here, I have a slight bend in my knee. I'm gonna have my hands right up here, just it's comfortable for me, right? Like they're suspenders, and I'm just gonna come down nice and slow till I get to where my body, let me actually turn for my camera person here, to where I get to where my body is like about an L shape, and I lose tension on that band, and then I'm gonna bring it up, tension on the band, and I'm gonna make sure my hips open up at the end of that, all right? So that is the banded version. Now, you can do the weighted version as well. So, your 30-pound dumbbell, it's up to you what you use. If you have a bar, great, that bar's gonna go on your back, okay, because that's a lot of weight moving forward. But if I have a dumbbell, all right, I'm gonna have it right here, holding it nice and snug, and I'm gonna do the same basic action. All right, so still that hip hinge, still coming back, bending at the waist until I would lose tension on the band if I had a band, and then I would come back up, fully extending those hips and opening those hips back up, all right? So it's not like a kettlebell swing where you're actually, lifting and you have some more of that double or triple extension, but it's still that hip hinge. All right, so that is that one. All right, banded leg extension. You're getting a nice big break today. Banded leg extension. So you use a band like this. You can use a band like this, all right, for this one. I like this band a little bit more, and yes, I'm going to go right on the asphalt because dirt doesn't hurt, it'll be all right. When I hold for this one, I'm going to hold double grip like this. I'm not going to hold like this. I can get a lot more security and I can create more tension on the band if I'm holding straight like this. So this is an extension. So as far as like running and getting those glutes, those quads, those hamstrings nice and healthy for running, this is one I always put in routines for runners. So, if you're thinking about a local 5K, make sure you're including this one in your regular lineup. We're on all fours, back is nice and straight. We're going to come back with that leg. So now we are fully extended. I'm going to bring up my leg and I'm going to squeeze my glutes when I do so, and then I'm going to slowly lower back down. You are going to do each side, so switching that halfway, all right? And if your band is not hard enough, either more tension or a harder band, all right? You can get creative. If you have a couple of old therapy bands, you can use 2 bands at once. That's perfectly fine. So there is that one, that leg extension. And then you would do the same thing on the other side with the left, holding with the right down on the ground. Now, the very last one. Again, you can use that band or you can use this band. I'm just trying to alternate so you guys can see that it doesn't really matter what you have as long as you have something you can adjust with and to use. And as you guys know, this is an IYT. So you can do this on your belly, you can do this on your back, you can do this weighted, you can do this non-weighted. There are many ways to do this one. With a band is great because you have that resistance trying to bring you back down while you're trying to come up. Same rules apply, less tension, more tension, all right? Now when I first start this, if I'm using this kind of band, just so you know, it's generally like this. So you're gonna wanna pull it so that that's not gonna snap towards you, because it might snap on your hand when you go to pull it the first time and it kind of can surprise you. It's not gonna smack you in the face, but it's just gonna surprise you. So I have this, everything is up top. My thumbs would be up top if I had dumbbells on my hand in the same position. And you can have staggered stance or even stance. And I'm just gonna come straight up for my I. I'm gonna come straight out for my Y. And then I'm gonna come straight out for my T. And I'm going to keep doing that same sequence over and over and over. That I, that Y, and that T, okay? More tension on the band means it's gonna be harder, okay? And you can do those laying down. You can do those laying on your tummy without any weights or anything, or with dumbbells. You can do them laying on your back with or without dumbbells as well. So there's a lot of options and variations. So just to recap for you guys, and this will be in the comments, your first one was the bicep curl with the band, so bicep curl with the band. Second one was that Spider-Man push-up. 3 was that lateral toss that Caitlin and I did back and forth. If you don't have someone to toss with, or they're too little to toss with you maybe, you can just go ahead with a dumbbell or with a med ball and just lateral shuffle back and forth. All right, now we have that anti-rotation hold, so where Caitlin had that band, or you can put on a pole, a tree, whatever works, and you're gonna walk out until you feel significant tension on that band, and then you're gonna come out and you're gonna hold just athletic stance, soft bend in your knees. And then if you wanna make that harder, you can actually bring it in and then bring it out, all right? Or you can go up in band level, or you can walk it out more, depending. Then we had that banded good morning, which you can weight as well, depending on the dumbbell and what you have available. Then that banded leg extension, so on all fours, band's coming back. I'm holding with the opposite arm as my leg. Okay, so make sure you're holding opposites. And then that last one was that banded IYT, where I had that yellow band and I was IYT. All right, so that was your workout and your warm up. I know we're kind of quick today. It's a beautiful day, so I'm hoping to get a small bike ride in here. And then you have your cool down. So just a reminder that that pillar is where we're straight up. And actually this is a really nice position after you wake up in the morning too, and then you can go side and you can go to the other side, making sure that we're holding 15 to 20 seconds in the pillar before we switch to the side, another 15 to 20 before we switch to the side, another 15 to 20. So holding in all of those and then coming back initially to center. If you want to take it up while you're stretching, you definitely can do that. That's up to you, okay? We didn't do any jumping. Now, your family time, because I just realized, didn't tell you your family time. All right, this is gonna be fun. So, about a week ago, you guys had some 30-60s, some fun sprints. So now we're gonna take that up. I know some of you are training for 5Ks, or you're running outside more, or you're walking outside more. You're doing more of that cardio aerobic stuff. So we're gonna kick it up a little bit and do those 60-90s. What a 60-90 is, 30-60, right? So instead of that 30-second sprint and that 60-second jog, you're doing a 60-second sprint, so a full minute, and then a 90-second, so a minute and a half jog. You guys are gonna do 7 of those. Before you do those, make sure you have a little bit of a jog warm-up. So about 1/4 of a mile, so about the length of a street block, depending. If you don't have a Garmin, that's okay. You can use Map My Run on your computer. If you really want to map out the distance beforehand, that's up to you. So 7 of those 60-90s, not 30-60s this weekend. So we're kind of bumping that secondary energy system, and we're going to kind of exhaust ourselves on that anaerobic side. So your workout, your run for family time, and then your cool down. Look in the comments for the workout. I hope you guys stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I can't wait to see you soon.